Carbon dioxide can be found anywhere. It is mainly this precious gas that is taking the blame for global warming, which according to some is a true threat to our world. Global warming, as defined by Modern Language Association at dictionary.com, is an increase in the Earth's average atmospheric temperature that causes corresponding changes in climate and that may result from the greenhouse effect. May result. Basically, the Earth has gotten hotter by a couple of degrees, and there are climate alarmists who blame human activity by way of industry and deforestation for this trend. After researching this theory extensively, I have found it is nothing more than a short-term trend in temperature increase that has already begun to decrease. We have many facts and studies on carbon dioxide, forests and oceans' use of carbon dioxide, and temperature trends. These three items illustrate that global warming is a farce. Carbon dioxide is our friend and necessary gas in our world. Do you know where you can find carbon dioxide? For starters, it's in carbonated beverages. Yes, anytime you drink an ice-cold Coke or Diet Coke this summer, I want you to think about all that carbon dioxide gas that you are putting into your body. It may never taste the same again. Anytime you cook with baking soda or baking powder, you are putting carbon dioxide into the food you consume. Make no mistake about it, we will always have carbon dioxide gas emissions. According to the EPA.gov website in 2011, carbon dioxide accounted for almost 84% of all the U.S. greenhouse gas emissions from human activities, the majority of which were burning of coal, natural gas, and oil in order to produce electricity, run industry, or create transportation. U.S. carbon dioxide gas emissions by inventory of U.S. greenhouse gas emissions and sinks, also at EPA.gov. In 1990, the level was just over 5,000 million metric tons of carbon dioxide emissions. We had drops in 2007 and 2011 that left the level at 5,500 million metric tons, which was only a 10% increase. Speculators predicted much worse. Our population increased in those same years from 249 million to 308.4 million. The percentage of increase in the population was 24. Carbon dioxide increase was only 10. Those are strong numbers showing that our carbon dioxide emissions are not near the problem the liberal media would like for us to believe. I found an article entitled Heat Trapping Gas Passes Milestone Raising Fears by Justin Gillis with the New York Times on May 10, 2013. Did you hear the word fear? Other quotes. March toward disaster came from Maureen Ramo, a scientist at Lamont Doherty Earth Observatory. Others by Mr. Gillis were carbon dioxide passed a long-feared milestone not seen on Earth for millions of years, and sobering reminders that decades of effort bring human-produced emissions under control are faltering, and symbolizes that we have failed miserably in tackling this problem for Peter P. Tons, who runs the monitoring program that reported the reading. They also used words like catastrophic and did their best to keep a negative and pessimistic view on how our country is handling this non-existent issue. What they do mention in the article is that the readings are taken in the middle of the Pacific Ocean from the volcano Mauna Loa with nothing but fresh air for hundreds of miles, so they say. What they didn't mention or measure was the amount of carbon dioxide an active volcano emits, like Mauna Loa, which happens to be the Earth's largest volcano located on the Big Island of Hawaii. It has erupted 33 times since 1843. Oceans and forests act as a sink for carbon dioxide. Think of your own sink at home. You have the faucet that delivers the water and then the drain that takes it out. That is how our oceans and forests work with the carbon dioxide that we are putting into the atmosphere. Simple acts just like me talking also put certain amounts of carbon dioxide into the air, which is exhausting. Normally I let my husband do the talking. Planet Earth has forests and oceans that complete this cycle for us. It either turns it back into oxygen or it absorbs it and keeps it to itself. Cycle of carbon dioxide dissolving in the ocean. Quote from John Pickrell at nationalgeographic.com on July 15, 2004 in an article entitled Oceans Found to Absorb Half of All Man-Made Carbon Dioxide. He said that today's level of atmospheric carbon dioxide is half of what scientists had predicted. Let's talk about temperature trends. Have you noticed how much hotter it has gotten over the years? Me neither. I have walked outside from one summer to the next for over 40 years, and you know what? It's hot in the summer. And guess what? We had the most snowstorms in our area we've ever seen in just 2010. I found a quote from the World Natural Health Organization There is no global warming. It is just like Y2K and the global freezing claims in the 1960s and 70s. Those behind this movement are using it to control people's lives and for financial gain. This is a direct quote from their website at www.wnho.net. Our Earth's temperature has risen almost 1.5 degrees over the past 100 years. Is it because of gases emitted by humans and the increase of industrialization? No. Some say we can expect to see an increase anywhere from 2 degrees to 11 in the coming 100 years, but these people have no idea what will actually happen. We know much about the emission of gases that affect our atmosphere, but much of its future is mere speculation. I've discussed the dramatization of the media and the exaggeration of our levels of carbon dioxide and the effect it's having on our atmosphere. Is the Earth getting hotter? No. Sometimes it gets hotter, sometimes it gets colder. The study of global warming has all but come to a stop, and it's no wonder, because the once predicted results of our atmosphere have not met the thresholds once predicted. We have our world and its resources to use and replenish. Take a look around you.